Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit differently today, and we're going to be reporting on, well, not reporting, I'm going to be telling you about this case that just recently happened here in Atlanta. So basically, this might seem random to me, but I'm extremely interested in murders, unsolved murders, mysteries, conspiracy theories, and things like that. So I wanted to start doing it on my channel because I have a real fascination with things like this. So today we're going to be talking about something that most of you probably know about, which is the Alexis Crawford case. And this case was honestly really, it's really like not shocking, but just not what I thought it was going to be. Because recently here in Atlanta, there's been a lot of trafficking going on recently, so a lot of women have been going missing. So I assumed that this was another one of those cases. And if you have not seen this photo, this is the first initial photo that I saw of Alexis Crawford, where I thought that she was she had been abducted, you know, from recent trafficking. And then, like, especially because she lived in Atlanta and she goes to Clark, I was like, I guess most of us assumed that is what had happened, because she's also, when I saw the post, she was also posted with other people who had been trafficked, or, well, who were assumed to have been either kidnapped or trafficked, along those lines, who were just missing in general. Another thing that was really strange is that the other person involved in this case, Jordan Jones, also had posted Alexis Crawford's missing persons, her missing person post. She had posted that on her page, on her Instagram. She had posted it, knowing all along where Alexis was. And it's just like, I can't wrap my mind around how people can be so disgusting and just, I just can't, like, what was going through her mind. I guess she thought that was going to make her look not guilty. I don't know. But let's get on with the case. So basically, Alexis Crawford was murdered by her roommate and her roommate's boyfriend. The cause of death was asphyxiation. She was strangled. The cause of death, he strangled her. Which I didn't really want to report on this case until I got more details, so I've been like pushing it off, and I've also been like trying to calm down and reading cases because it definitely gives me a lot of anxiety. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just like, it's a little mini obsession of mine. But I've been watching a lot of cases leading up to this, so I just want to talk about Alexis really quickly and how people describe her. They describe her being as fun, affectionate, just a really sweet person, extremely educated, obviously, because she went to Clark, Atlanta. She was studying criminal justice, and she was really close to her family. She was one of 10 kids in her family, and they would really talk like on a daily basis, which, thank God, like, stay in communication with your family, because they knew something was wrong immediately when they didn't hear from her within like 24 hours. Like, they knew something was wrong. And I think that's really important. Some people, she's just blessed to have those people in her life who really care about her. Alexis and her roommate, Jordan Jones, had been friends since freshman year. So you can see how this would have come to to be shocking to anybody, because they, like, I didn't realize like how long that was. Like, they had been friends since, I assumed, they were like 18, 19 to now 21 when they were about to graduate college. They had been friends that long, which is why they were roommates. But to me, like, it's like, you've known someone for so long, you would think they'd be, you know, one of your closest friends, especially because someone you live with, you think you can trust them. She'd also go to their Thanksgiving dinners, Easter, different holiday functions and like that. So her family really did trust Jordan because she was a really close friend of theirs. So let's get to where this all started. October 26th, I'm not really sure of the time, but I'm assuming at night, Jordan, Alexis, and Alexis' boyfriend, Barron, had all been drinking and just hanging out and chilling at their apartment. On that same night, Alexis had drank a lot and I guess had not been feeling too well, and maybe was starting to feel like drunk, you know. And you know, when we feel drunk, you just go into your room, go into the bathroom like anybody else would. And so Alexis proceeded to go into the bathroom, and she did notice that Baron was following her into the bathroom, and he was touching her, rubbing her shoulders and kissing her, and his excuse was that he thought it was Jordan, which we all know that's not true. You're in a lit bathroom, you know that that wasn't your girlfriend. And so I assumed that he started taking off her clothes because Alexis had blacked out, so she didn't really know what exactly happened. She just remembers that he had followed her in the bathroom and he was kissing on her and touching her inappropriately. And when her roommate had came in there, she had saw Baron, one I think with his shirt off, and Alexis as well with his shirt off, which I assume he did those things, took both of their shirts off, because Alexis had blacked out. She had no idea what had happened. And from me reading this in the case, I can honestly assume that Jordan was just so mad at Alexis and basically blamed Alexis for that whole situation when it wasn't her fault. And as someone, as a friend, like I would never ever blame my friend for something. I would be so disgusted that a guy even followed a female into the bathroom and started touching her. Like I wouldn't even have trusted like the guy at all. Like I would have called the police immediately, because especially if I would have saw my friend was like messed up, like I would have called the police. But Alexis proceeded the next day to go to the police station and report this to the police. And she reported unwanted touching and, you know, the shoulder rubbing, and she told the police she had blacked out, and they did a rape kit and all those things, which I think was really the right thing to do. And so I feel like her reporting it really upset her roommate and her roommate's boyfriend. So after that, Alexis had felt uncomfortable sleeping in her bedroom after what had happened, so she had slept in the living room. I think she had probably had a bad feeling about like just being in there and just going back in her room, just a bad feeling in general. And what we can assume is that her boyfriend was, her friend's boyfriend was probably still around. So maybe she was sleeping in the living room just in case she wanted to leave or something like that. I don't really know what the details on that situation is. So now we're leading up to October 30th, Wednesday, the day before Halloween. So Alexis, last person she had talked to was her, I think her mom, I believe her mom and one of her sisters, and she asked her sister asked what she was doing tonight, because you know Halloween's literally the next day, so she asked what she was doing, like what are you gonna be doing tonight? She's like, oh, nothing. She's probably gonna hit her up later. So again, this is the day before Halloween, which is why Alexis was seen going to a liquor store with Jordan Jones. And you know, you would think that it's kind of odd that they went to a liquor store 3 days after Alexis had reported the incident. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they've had a conversation after that. Maybe Alexis thought they had resolved the situation, and I feel like Jordan made her think that they had resolved the situation. So the last time Alexis was seen was at a liquor store. And from there, they say that Jordan says that the last time she saw her was like at 12:30 before she went to bed, which I'm gonna go by that and say that was when the incident happened, and that had to have been when the incident happened. That night had to have been when the incident happened, because that was the last time anyone had ever heard from her again. They got into a physical altercation, like a fist fight, and Jordan's boyfriend had jumped into the fight, got on top of Alexis, and strangled her. Which is insane. In a plastic bag, in a bin, in a park. Which is insane. Okay, I said earlier that she was put in a plastic bag. She was put in a plastic bin. I thought she was put in a plastic bag into the bin, but they didn't do that. Also, the following morning after Jordan Jones had claimed she had last seen Alexis Crawford, she went to class the next morning, which is insane how she just went to class and just acted like it was just a regular day, sat in class, probably went to a couple classes and just talked to people, ate lunch, just had a normal day and just acted like that didn't happen. Which honestly to me is insane, and I would wonder like what other people who had saw Jordan Jones the next day, how they would say that she was acting. Like, was she acting strange? Like, could any of her friends say that she was acting strangely? Alexis's family was constantly calling Jordan, trying to see if she had seen Alexis. And the first couple days she was responding to their phone calls saying like she hadn't seen her, and she doesn't know where she is and that she was worried about her too and all this stuff. And then after like police reports and the police were getting involved, she told them to stop calling her phone. And I assume it's because she was getting nervous and scared. She told them to stop calling her phone. She stopped answering everybody's phone calls. She stopped answering everyone's text messages. She wouldn't communicate with anyone. Jordan was feeling a lot of guilt during this time because she ended up taking the police to where Alexis's body was found. Also, the police also found Alexis Crawford's phone, her debit card, and her keys all inside by the end table by the couch, which I assume they probably were left there after they had their altercation. They probably just left her phone and stuff there where she had last left it. So I was gonna before I was gonna film this video, I was gonna say theories about what I thought would happen, but that was one of my theories, is that they had got to a physical altercation and then she ended up killing her. Baron Brentley has prior charges to this, like a whole a list of charges that I had found, and which I'm pretty sure no one knew, but he's going to be accused of murder along with 3 probation violations, hindering a person from making an emergency call, and he also has prior arrests for theft, battery, cruelty to children, which I don't really know what that entails because I really didn't look into it, but it's just like, what were you doing? And then like did I say robbery? But he committed robbery. More crazier than him being a criminal is her and Jordan being friends and her literally murdering her, assisting in the murder of her friend, and then also on top of that lying to her mother, the whole world, posting on Instagram that she wants her friend to be found and wants her to come home and all this stuff like that. It's just disgusting, and I don't know how people can just stomach like doing stuff like this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my first video like this. I'm a little nervous about posting this video because I honestly try to remember as much information as I possibly could about this case, and obviously I want to do better next time, and I want to try to remember more things about the cases because I'm reading some things and I may have forgotten some information about the case or may have missaid some things. And if you would like for me to report on any more cases, please let me know down below. Any missing persons, anything like that. Not to be biased, but if you know of any like African American cases that you want me to report on, I would love to do that, which is kind of my goal, like mostly reporting on African American cases and throwing some other cases in there on top of that. But that was mainly like the goal of what I'm trying to do for my channel. So if you guys know any more cases that I should be reporting on, then just let me know. But I'm gonna try my best to do better next time if this video was just crap. But thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, stay tuned for the next video.